Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to answer the Maths Method Sample Exam 2 Extended Response Question 3A, Parts 3 to 5. Reading the question, we've got, for samples of 20 members, p hat is a random variable for the distribution of sample proportions of people who complete S in less than 3 minutes. Find the expected value and the variance of p hat. The expected value of p hat is equal to p, where p is the population proportion. In other words, the proportion of the population that completes S in less than 3 minutes. And we're told that this is 5 over 8. And so this is going to equal 5 over 8. The variance of p hat is going to equal p times 1 minus p divided by the sample size. The sample size is 20, and so this is going to be 5 over 8 times 1 minus 5 over 8 divided by 20. Setting this up in the calculator, we can work this out. And so this is equal to 3 over 256. Part 4. Find the probability that a sample proportion lies within 2 standard deviations of 5 on 8. Give your answer correct with 3 decimal places. Do not use a normal approximation. We just worked out that the variance of p hat is equal to 3 on 256. And so this means the standard deviation of p hat is going to be the square root of this number. And so this is going to be the square root of 3 over the square root of 256, which is equal to 16. And so the probability that the sample proportion p hat lies within 2 standard deviations of 5 on 8 can be written as the probability that p hat is going to be between 5 on 8 minus 2 times the standard deviation, which is root 3 on 16, and then 5 on 8 plus 2 times the standard deviation. From here, what we need to do is convert p hat to the variable x, where x is going to be a binomial variable, and then multiply the numbers on each side by the sample size, and this is going to be 20. And so using the calculator to work this out, and so this is going to be equivalent to the probability that x is going to be larger than 8.16 and then smaller than 16.83. For a binomial distribution, the variable x can only be whole numbers, and so this is going to be equivalent to the probability that x is going to be larger than or equal to 9 and less than or equal to 16. From here, to work this out, we use the binomial CDF command in the calculator. The number of trials is going to be 20. The probability of success is going to be 5 on 8. The lower bound is going to be 9, and the upper bound is going to be 16. And so correct with 3 decimal places, this is going to be 0.939. Part 5. Find the probability that p hat is larger than or equal to 3 on 4, given that p hat is larger than or equal to 5 on 8. Give your answer correct with 3 decimal places. Do not use a normal approximation. To work out this probability, the first thing we need to do is change p hat to the variable x, where x is going to be a binomial. And we need to multiply the numbers by the sample size, which is 20. And so if we multiply 3 on 4 by 20, we're going to get 1 here and 5 here. And so this is going to equal 15. And if we multiply 5 on 8 by 20, then 4 goes into 8 twice and goes into this 5 times. And so this is going to be 25 on 2. And so this is going to be equivalent to the probability that x is going to be larger than or equal to 15, given that x is going to be larger than or equal to 25 on 2. For a binomial, x can only have whole numbers, and so this is equivalent to the probability that x is larger than or equal to 15, given that x is larger than or equal to 13, because 25 on 2 is equal to 12.5. And so this is a conditional probability, and so this is going to be the probability that x is larger than or equal to 15, intersection x is going to be larger than or equal to 13, divided by the probability that x is going to be larger than or equal to 13. If x has to be larger than or equal to 15, and it has to be larger than or equal to 13, then the intersection is going to be for x values larger than or equal to 15. And so this is going to equal the probability that x is larger than or equal to 15 divided by the probability that x is larger than or equal to 13. And now using the binomial CDF command in the calculator, we can work this out. And so for the top, we want the x values from 15 to 20. And for the bottom, we want x values from 13 to 20. And so correct to 3 decimal places, this is equal to 0.352. And that's it for this video. Now, if you guys want to learn or practice more exam style questions related to sample proportions, then you can easily group past exam questions by this topic when you log into the Maths Methods Club. All you need to do is click on Statistics from the main topics, and then click on Sample Proportion. And if you want to just do extended response questions, go to question type and select extended response. Here you're going to see all the past exam questions related to this topic. Go through these questions so you're better prepared for your SACS and exams when it comes to answering sample proportion questions. And if you get stuck, just watch the video solutions. Thanks for watching, good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next video.